Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's go! Do you have absolute certainty on how you go from hello to yes on what you're looking for?
Sean is a master. He teaches. It's not just about sharing the formula with you. It's about making sure that we learn.
I went from $100,000 in debt from law school to having no money and starting my own law firm on my credit card to selling it 4 years later.
Sean and I, we co-created massive victories in 2 unwinnable jury trials, which were recognized nationally now as top 100 jury verdicts.
To be even on the same track with you, who I respect and admire and love with all my heart.
Never again submit. You're not better and you're not less than any human on earth.
When you shared with us about the unblinded process and the mastery sales training, I just went, wow.
Sean will gain proximity to the most influential and powerful people. He will find out how he can grow their business, how he can help them personally. But the third thing that he does is the most important. Sean serves without an expectation of getting anything in return.
You have very, very high-performing colleagues.
22 years ago, you transformed my life as you did all of these people's lives over the course of time. And I couldn't be more grateful. Let's hear it for Tony Robbins.
I don't see him as a lawyer, and I don't see him as a blind person. Someone who has subjugated his ego, who has taught me what serving really looks like.
You have this incredible ability to just have unconditional love for everyone, and that is just an incredible gift.
The moment you have been waiting for.
The American Blind Association is the first new face and voice of that association since Helen Keller.
Formula for formulas, which is exactly what I've learned from Sean. It's a language-based predictable model. We will have over 300 new sales meetings this month.
This superpower in the world that is attainable for you is the ability to influence people. If you believe that, say yes. If you believe that, say yes. Do you think that worked? Wednesday. Why? Because influence is a superpower. Here we go. To impact leaders across the world. Who do we have today?
We have Mr. Josh Heller. Sean, so good to see you. So good. Josh is a personal injury attorney, born and raised in South Florida. Never went far from his home in Stuart, Florida. He went to school in South Florida. His practice is in the town he grew up in, just north of Palm Beach. And we are so glad you're joining us today, Josh Heller. Please, everyone, welcome Josh to The Real Raw.
Josh, how are you?
I'm good. How about yourself?
I've had an interesting 4 days, Josh. That'll be my fun fact later. But what's your fun fact for today?
I don't know if it's fun. I'm dealing with a water leak in my house while working and this and everything else that comes with it.
Well, I'm sorry to hear you're facing a water leak for sure and doing all the things. But what's something that you do for fun, Josh? Like what's fun for you?
I play golf. Well, I attempt to play golf.
Nice. And what's your favorite golf course?
Politics aside, Trump International.
All right, very
here
cool.
In West Palm.
Yeah, and we certainly don't judge human beings by their politics in any way.
Yeah.
Right?
Like the guy or not, the golf course is phenomenal.
Yeah, like anybody or not. Like I don't. Yeah, it's a beautiful part of being heart-centered, loving people with boundaries. So you could be like, I don't like the person, but I like the golf course. So Josh, awesome job.
Exactly.
Thank you for being here.
Absolutely, thank you.
Awesome. Gina, who we got? We're going with Josh.
Next, we have Andy Tay from the left coast, Sean. He's a student of Tony Robbins, Business Mastery, Date with Destiny, Life Mastery, you name it. He is a proud man, proud of his relationships with his woman he's been with for over 10 years now, his future wife, his family, he's proud of them, his extended family, and he knows he's blessed in business to help people develop as professional sales leaders. Thank you for joining us today. Everyone, please welcome Andy Tay to The Real Raw.
Hey, Andy, how are you?
I'm well, Sean. How are you?
Honored and privileged and blessed to be here.
Likewise.
Yeah. So what's your fun fact, Andy?
Fun fact. Well, we started off the morning pretty rough. We did I'm sure you know Ken. We did a morning huddle, and it got a little intense. And we did a training this morning, and I felt the vibe was very intense from our trainer. So we stopped everything and did a priming exercise, and we just meditated.
That's beautiful.
Wow.
Andy, congrats. And what's the last Tony event that you attended?
I believe it was Life Mastery.
Beautiful. Awesome. Any events coming up for you?
Yes, we have Leadership Academy this Thursday, tomorrow.
Well, brother, enjoy. Virtual?
Virtual, yes.
Well, enjoy. Tony World is beyond. I just came back from relationship, and it was such an honor and privilege to spend time there with everyone, and certainly Tony and Sage as well. So, Andy, it's an honor and privilege to have you here today. Welcome.
Thank you, Sean.
All right, awesome. G Money, we are rolling with Josh. We're rolling with Andy. I'm finding my sea legs again. Who do we have as judges?
I'm so glad. We have this man, I think you know him, Sean, Sergio Navarretta. He is joining us from Toronto, Canada. He's an internationally recognized award-winning director with an incredible voice.
An international man of mystery. The guy's an international man of mystery beyond Austin Powers. Come on now. And James Bond and beyond. Yes, Gina, please.
Indeed. I mean, he's honored with special award for his first feature film, Looking for Angelina, best known for The Cuban, and just an incredible gentleman. There's so much more about you, Sergio. Please, everyone, join me in welcoming Sergio Navarretta to the real world.
Thank you.
Well, Sergio was also a table captain at the American Foundation for the Blind Gala. Bring his wisdom, generosity, mastery. This guy is a 0.0001%er in his mastery in the world. So Sergio, it is truly an honor to have you here.
Sean, I'm absolutely flattered, and it's an honor to be here. It's so great seeing you. I heard you went through a bit of a challenge in the last couple of days, but those are all learning experiences, and it just makes the diamond shine even brighter. So I'm glad to see you here, and I'm here to serve. I'm here to grow and learn. I'm always open. I'm a student of life, and you know, the opportunity that you afforded me when you invited me down to that gala was just life-changing. I made relationships that I believe I'll keep for the rest of my life. So the ecosystem and community that you've been able to create is incredible. So I want to thank you for that.
Thank you, Sergio. And what's your fun fact, brother?
My fun fact is we just bought a house, our dream home. So I'm thank you. Settled with my family, and we're so excited. And you know, it's just such a strange. You know, Tony talks about preparing for the winter season, and this pandemic has certainly done that, kept us all on our toes. So as we settle into our new home, I'm prepared to potentially like move to Florida part-time. So that's my fun.
Well, love to be doing that. We're coming to Miami with the continuation of the Time Capsule Tour on November 19, 2021. So love in Florida, in New Jersey today. Bella's down in Florida. All the things. So Sergio, with all my heart, thank you for being here. And I'll drop in on my fun fact at the end on what's been happening. And Bella Verita, maybe we can, thank you, Sergio. New tradition, we're going to introduce Bella in a little bit. Maybe when you're done with your fun fact, you'll be like, what's your fun fact? We could add that into the repertoire of things.
Okay.
So, Gina, we have Sergio.
But John, you usually, I don't even usually need to add that because you usually add about 5 fun facts as we're going through the show after everybody speaks. Oh, I got a fun fact. Oh, I got a fun fact. So I don't know that I need to ask you for a fun fact, but we'll give it a shot.
Well, Bella Verita, in the process of rapport building, I am normally trying to give a correlating fun fact to theirs, but that would not be revealing mine for the day. Is that fair?
Got it. Okay. All right.
All right.
Fair
Thank you.
enough.
Listen, I almost died Friday, and the lady's beating me up today. This is amazing. I love it. That's my Bella thought. So yes,
Back
Gina,
to normal. Next
Sean, I am committed now to keeping you alive. So I'm like, got to keep you on your toes, keep you alive, keep you energized. That's what I'm here for now.
Yes, no, that is absolutely true. So thank you for the humor and the fun. So Gina, who do we have rolling with Sergio?
Mr. Zeus Vera. He is the owner of Apollo Rehab, physical therapist, orthopedic therapist, and has been serving West Broward County. Welcome the Florida folks again for over 9 years in orthopedic sports, etc. Please, everyone, join me in welcoming Mr. Zeus Vera to the Real Raw.
So your name is Zeus?
You're on mute, Zeus.
You're muted.
And Sean is blind, so he can't see you shaking your head.
Yeah.
Sorry, yes, it is.
As in Zeus, as in like the lightning bolt throwing god? Like that is unbelievable because we talk about Zeus energy all the time. God is Zeus, fun, aspirational. That is super cool. I love your name. And what's your fun fact, Zeus?
Fun fact, deadly afraid of heights. Like three steps into a ladder and I'm sweating.
Zeus, I have a solution for this because I too used to be afraid of heights, and as crazy as it may sound, and I downloaded. There's a hypnosis app, and I downloaded a hypnosis on a trip because everybody was doing rock jumping, and I was being made fun of because I wasn't jumping. So I did a hypnosis to overcome fear of heights, and it actually worked, and I was able to jump off the cliff. So I highly recommend some hypnosis for heights. It actually works.
No, I thought you were going to give me credit for throwing you out of an airplane as like the number one overcomer of your fear of heights.
No, I think I was less scared than you. I think when we jumped out of the plane, I think you were more scared than I was.
All right, fair enough. Well, Zeus, either the hypnosis or come up with us and allow us to throw you out of an airplane. Your choice.
Hypnosis.
That's a way to
Yeah. My wife has for my 30th birthday, as a midlife crisis thing, got me tickets for skydiving. And needless to say, never cashed them in.
Well, that is very cool. So I will share. I was petrified the first time I wanted to do a lot of adventure things. Heights were a little bit of a challenge for me, not as much for you. And jumping out of an airplane for the first time was up until Friday the scariest moment of my life. So thank you for that. Appreciate you being here, Zeus.
Well, thank you for having me.
Thank you, Bunny.
This beautiful lady, Angela de Cespedes. Maybe I said that wrong, Angela. Sorry.
De Cespedes.
Thank you.
It looks scary. It looks scary, but it's exactly the way.
And I didn't. So glad you're here. Angela is mother, leader, speaker, and adventurer. Probably likes the idea of jumping out of a plane, maybe. She's a partner in Saul, Ewing, Arnstein, and Lair, and co-hosts the show called, get this, Sean, I love it, Lawyers with Game. Please, everyone, join me and welcome Angela to the Real Raw.
Angela, how does one qualify to be a lawyer with game? I love the title. I love the energy. I love the little frictiony, Zeusy dynamic with it. So what's a lawyer with game?
A lawyer with game is somebody who has a video podcast on YouTube with some other lawyers. And we talk about video games and esports and what's going on in that realm in the law and sports generally also. So it's really cool and the senior leaders at our firm had no idea what the heck we were talking about, but let us do it anyway. And it's pretty awesome. And I'm pretty proud.
That's awesome, Angela. Quick, this might be beneficial for you. We have, and maybe for him, somebody in our Unblinded Elite program. His name is Rick Starr. He's on the board.
Jason was telling me about him yesterday.
Yeah, on the board. The board of gaming nationally, and he's launching something to change the entire world of gaming. He's working with the William Morris Agency and some of the top gamer influencers. So if that's relevant or fun, we'll certainly make the connection.
Absolutely.
All right, and how about your fun fact besides the coolness of what you're up to?
Well, I was going to talk about the Gloria Estefan interview from tonight, but I've got to tell you, Bella, last week I met what you are going to be like when you're 80.
Angela, do tell, please.
I have been watching you this whole time, and I'm like, I don't know if you're related to her. Her name is Rhea Grossman. She's 80 years old, like a badass lawyer, litigator, and she came onto one of our cases representing a co-defendant last week, and I'm like in awe of this woman. I'm like in love with her. She had red hair. She was the first circuit court judge in Florida, 5 years after she graduated from law school in 1970. She's the first Florida Supreme Court justice, 7 years after she graduated law school in 72. And I'm telling you, I don't know how, but you are related to this woman.
I love it. Can you introduce us? We'd love to have her on the show.
Yes.
Seriously, I am not joking. Like it's you. Like when you're 80, you have to meet.
Oh, I love it. I can't wait to meet her.
So what I'm hearing,
What are you hearing, Sean? What are you hearing?
From you, Angela, is that Bella is fiery, feisty, litigator, go to battle. Is that what I'm hearing, Angela?
Yes, exactly. Nobody puts Bella in a corner. Yeah,
that is true.
You are not wrong, Angela. So thank you. Thank you for being here. Amazing.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you. G Money.
Last but not least, this gentleman is up to a few things. Sean and Bella, a man of many projects. Please join me in welcoming Mark Lesniak. He's principal at Your New York Council, right? Yeah, sorry guys. I just want to share a couple things. He builds parks, including skate parks, cocktail bars, event facilities. He's a partner at a record company, so much more. Now, everyone, please join me in welcoming Mark Lesniak to the world.
So, Mark, entrepreneurship is flowing through your veins. So what's that about?
I just love doing things, Sean. I love doing things. I have an idea, or I see people with a group of people with a fun idea, and I want to participate and lend whatever hand I can to it. And
lost
Mark. You muted yourself, Mark.
Well, yeah, I was done talking.
So, Mark, and what's your fun fact?
I'm calling in from Bogota, Colombia today, and enjoying the cold weather, but sunshine, sunny and chilly. But yeah.
And we have Adriana, an amazing realtor, incredible life story, born in Colombia, from down there, and several people in our blended programming have been down there a bunch. And I hear that it's such an amazing country. I've never been there. And I mean this sincerely, that they're very committed to breaking from any branding, identity, connecting to cartels and those things. And it's a real thing. So how is it there, and what's present?
Well, it's amazing. So my two favorite facts about Colombia are that it's probably, it is the most biologically diverse country in the world. And it has the highest percentage of female executives per capita of any other country. So they really put their money where their mouth is. They invest in education. I mean, there's poverty, there's corruption like anywhere else, which is always frustrating, but they're really making huge strides, leaps and bounds to do the right thing. And so it's a progressive place and full of really wonderful people.
Mark, that's a beautiful share. Thank you for delivering that to us. I didn't have optics on that, and we did not. So thank you very much, and congratulations on an extraordinary life.
Thank you, and everyone's always invited to come to Colombia and visit anytime. I'm here. I'm in Florida a lot, but please do and come and visit this place. It's really a country you shouldn't miss.
Very awesome. Love hearing that. So I think, Gina, we're up to the influence sorceress, the one and only woman who started selling crafts on her front lawn as an 8-year-old, progressed to being a 7-figure earner in the space of network marketing. And that's no easy business, ladies and gentlemen. Went on to become not the number 5, 4, 3, 2, but number 1. Numero uno, that's my best Spanish, business broker in the state of Nevada at the ripe old age of 24. So not only facing issues of gender bias in a male-dominated industry, 24 years old, first woman, youngest ever to be the number 1 business broker in the state of Nevada. Today, she's the co-host of The Real Raw, making magic happen, training people in the superpower of influence and creating freedom so they can raise their money, their time, their magic here at Unblinded. The one and only Bella Verita, ladies and gentlemen. Bella, welcome to your show.
This is fantastic. I feel like it's been a very long time since I have been here. It has been a long time.
It has been, for an amazing daily show. So what's your fun fact, Belle?
You know what, Sean Callagy? I think my fun fact, now that I am 2 weeks post-COVID, and I have 2 doctors that tell me that I am likely not contagious anymore, I am actually going to get out and about in like the Fort Lauderdale world tonight and like get out in amongst people for the first time in like 2 weeks.
You're going to unleash Bella Verita on Fort Lauderdale tonight? That's what I'm hearing?
I am going to unleash, yes. I don't know if I'm going to fully unleash, but I am definitely going to get out amongst the human population.
That is extraordinary. Well, congratulations on that. And welcome to the party, Bella.
Well, thank you, Sean Callagy. And Sean, what is your fun fact?
Oh, it's amazing. You should ask. That's incredible. I'm shocked. So my fun fact, which is not such a fun fact, is I was in a life-threatening situation on Friday. I had an iliac aortic dissection, which was, by all accounts, a crazy situation. I was almost going to be rushed into emergency surgery. They were moving about the emergency room and transferring me from one hospital to another major trauma center with the highest of life-threatening urgency. It was the scariest time of my entire life, culminating with the ER nurse saying to me, "Yeah, if I were you, I'd be freaked out also." Like, don't want to hear that from your ER nurse. But, thank God I spent 3 days in the hospital, did not need surgery. Definitely not complete with this journey. P.S. My blood pressure, never done drugs, alcohol, smoke, none of it. My blood pressure is fantastic. My physical conditioning, as they say, I'll give their words, fantastic. Just a crazy situation that occurred. Could be traumatically caused by surfing, complexities all over the place. But on that journey, and I will wrap with this and say that, doctors cleared me to do this. So I haven't done the Real Raw since Thursday of last week. And we do it daily. And when you're living life on purpose, kind of my ultimate conclusion is like, I believe I'm going to be here for a long time with a massive amount of impact to create. And I think we all are. But when it comes down to it, every moment, this is a cliche, every moment is precious. And when I laid there thinking that my life was in jeopardy on Friday and thinking about what I regretted in my life, none of it was giving, serving, and delivering everything I had. I had the privilege of having 4 children. I spent enormous amounts of time with them their entire life, but I didn't wish I watched more TV. I didn't wish that I allowed more people to screw around and waste my time. The only thing I probably wished is that I kept a little tighter boundaries and spent less money, time, and energy wasted without people I want to co-create magic with for greatness in the world. So musings of a guy that was facing life and death on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And being here is that gift and privilege. And I mean it. I appreciate this and value it every day. We've had more than 3,000 people on the Real Raw, like the amazing 6 of you fine folks. But truly, I am present to the gift and privilege and honor it is to meet so many extraordinary human beings and do it on a daily basis. So thank you all for being here. And we're going to have some fun today.
And I think the funnest part about your fun fact, Sean, is, after spending 3 days in the hospital, the massive pizza party that you threw for the entire staff right before you left.
Yes.
I'm sure that doesn't happen too often. I think that's pretty fun.
I don't think they have in the step-down ICU. I do not think they have too many pizza and Halloween parties, but we certainly had the privilege and honor, and I mean it sincerely. When you have the opportunity to have Tony Robbins say beautiful and kind things about you, which I've had the honor and privilege of him publicly doing that about me, and also you have the ability to touch the heart and soul of a person like Chris, who cleans the garbage cans in the rooms in the ICU and stepped out of ICU, and you could really change the vibrational energy of a space. It's a gift and a privilege that when we have means and resources, we can all do. And so I'm very present to how easy it is for us to change the vibration, change the pulse. That may sound slightly woo-woo, like Bella's people. I'm kidding.
Hey,
but
I think that's Sergio's people too. I think he's got some woo-woo friends too.
Yes, I am not kidding. Many. Yeah, but in all reality, what we can create here through the science of influence, integriously knowing what to do with it and how to get ourselves to use it. I'm always present to, and I'm exponentially more present to it than I was on Friday. So thank you for that, Bella. Gene Money, you launch us. I love you. I'm grateful for you. You bring magic to this world, and you're extraordinary. Have a beautiful day, and thanks for getting this done.
Thank you.
Bye,
thanks, everyone. Thanks, Sean. Love you guys. Ciao for now.
So Bella Verita, the influence sorceress and your beautiful heart-centeredness and fun energy, who's going first?
Well, I think since Joshua was here first, he should get to choose. Joshua, do you want to go first, or do you want to throw Andy under the peripheral bus and make him go first?
I'll go first.
There you go.
All right. So Josh, what's happening is, for real, had a little bit of fun, connected a little bit, but we're dealing with serious stuff. The superpower of influence is what creates and destroys businesses, lives, nations, families, all of it. And it creates the money, time, and magic we do or do not have at whatever level we have it. And that's what we're just beginning to unpack here on the Real Raw every day. And people come in like, what is this? I'm a little confused, and leave like, wow, like there's something magical here and incredible here, but it's not magic. It's really advanced science. And so let's have some fun. And we're going to play with whatever a yes that would matter to you. It could be your marketing, your selling, your managing, your leading, your recruiting, your fundraising for not-for-profit. At its most simple, could be an ideal client conversation, or maybe somebody you need a yes with on your team or staff. Whatever would be a yes that would matter to you in the world, small or enormous, that's who Bella will be on the other side of. You'll be seeking the yes from Bella. She'll play the avatar that you're seeking that yes from. So Josh, who would you like Bella to be?
I think potential client would be a good one.
Awesome. And what's Bella's challenge that she needs legal help with?
She was in a car accident and she could have some issues with her property damage or injuries to her body.
Cool. Bella, you're in a car accident in Fort Lauderdale when you went out tonight, a minor one, but still hurting. So let's go.
Hi, Joshua. It's Bella.
Hey, Bella, how are you?
I've been better. I have been better. They should not let blind men drive because it causes massive, massive problems. And so here I am seeing you today.
So tell me a little bit about what happened.
Yeah, I was on my way to an event and, there was this gentleman who, he apparently likes to defeat odds and take risks. And he thought it would be a good idea to take a car out for the first time in 8 months. Just was driving around the parking lot, but definitely hit me. And I think there should be, some money involved because I don't think blind people should be driving.
All right. Well, when did this happen? Did you say it was last night?
Yes.
All right. And you were in your car?
Yes, sir.
All right. And were you by yourself?
Yes, sir.
All right. And you said that the blind person was driving through a parking lot and there's a car accident.
Yeah.
How did it happen? Where did the cars hit each other? Did someone run a stop sign?
It's like, here in Florida, some like medical parking lot, they're huge, right? And so it was a huge empty parking lot. I think he was trying to race and obviously just didn't see me. And I was pulling out of a parking lot and slammed into me.
Okay. And so he hit what side of your car?
The back driver's side.
All right. And what happened after the impact? Did you guys get out?
Yeah. Got out and, exchanged information. He had, someone there with him because he obviously, didn't drive there. And so, yeah.
And did you guys call the police?
Did not call the police.
All right. But you exchanged information?
Yes.
Insurance information, name, phone numbers?
Yeah.
All right. And have you called your insurance company yet?
Yes.
All right. And you told them you were in an accident with a blind guy in the parking lot?
Yeah.
All right. Did they believe you?
They did.
Good. And how are you feeling?
Believe me? Wait, do you believe me?
I think I have to.
Because if you're going to be my attorney, I think you should at least believe my story.
No, I believe you. I believe you.
Yeah, so I'm sorry. I think we're at time. Josh, Bella's got a phone call from Kirk Adams, the president of the American Foundation for the Blind, and he thinks that Bella is discriminating against blind people, saying that we can't drive. So he's got some problems. So Kirk needs to talk to you, Bella. Josh will be back. Thank you, Josh. So let's go, Andy. Who would you like Bella Verita to be?
She can be somebody who is looking for a life-changing opportunity to change her life and her maybe family's life financially.
Ooh. All right. Life-changing opportunity being sought. Bella, take us in.
Hello, this is Bella.
Hey Bella, how you doing?
I'm wonderful. How about you?
You look wonderful. I am doing well. Thanks for asking. So how you been? I mean, why are you here?
Oh, what? Well, how I've been? You know, it has been. You know, it's been some challenging. You know, I'm recovering from COVID. Someone I love and care about very deeply was just in the hospital, nearly losing his life. So it is. There's been a lot that is present of you know with everything and you know being laid up for a couple of weeks and you know the thought of you know losing him you know just kind of put everything into perspective of you know like what am I
Yeah,
really doing? What do I want to? Yeah.
yeah, I can totally feel your grief. If I can feel you right now, I'll give you a hug. But man, it sounds like you're going through a lot of challenges here. Is anything else going on? I mean, you're going through a lot. How are you dealing with it personally?
You know, I would say, you know, I've turned a lot to God. I've done a lot of praying, you know, reading the Bible a lot, and, you know, just really, you know, I think I'm in a time of openness, you know, like God, you know, showing me what's next. And I really feel that there is something more calling me. There's more opportunities and something you know, big. And so I'm just in this like exploration state right now.
That's awesome. I love the word exploration. And I think it's purposeful that we've met today, Bella, because me and my team, we just started something extraordinary. And, you know, if you don't know my story, I've been going door to door for about 6 years, and I didn't know, you know, what I was doing with my life. And I was going through a lot of challenges too. Well, I just want to share this with you to see if it makes sense. We just started this opportunity where we have Zoom calls where we train and develop ordinary people like ourselves to become.
Andy, I am not an ordinary person. So if this is a community of ordinary people, I don't know if I'm going to fit in.
Gotcha. Well, I say ordinary as a way to connect. I mean, if you don't think you're ordinary, that's fine. You're extraordinary. So we have an opportunity for extraordinary people as well, and we show people how to, you know, become the better version of themselves, but also make 6 figures plus. And hopefully, this can help you during these challenging times. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm not quite sure, you know, what it is, but you know, maybe we can just kind of have a like I don't know if it's a mastermind or what, but maybe we can have a longer conversation and see what that is.
Yeah, I can definitely show you. Do you have 15 minutes?
Sure.
Sweet. Well, hop on the Zoom.
Andy, apparently Sean likes you better than he does Joshua because he's giving you more time and he cut Joshua off early.
Oh, excuse me and forgive me for that, Bella, every time. Amazing. So excellent job. Loving everybody here today. So thank you, Josh. Thank you, Andy. Everybody. So Bella Verita, let's take it to the judges. So who do you think should go first for judging? Let's go. Who's going to judge Andy?
Who's going to judge Andy? Mr. Mark.
All right, Mark, what did you have, please, for Andy? 30 seconds, 15 seconds what worked, 15 seconds what could be optimized, and then a score on a scale of 1 to 10, please.
I think Andy did a very good job of acknowledging all of the sort of personal points that Bella was making, and she sort of used her language in his responses to her. I think that was a good method for connecting and building empathy and trust. I think it was a little vague what he was talking about. And the ordinary point, you know, which he recovered from really quick, was great. Scale 1 to 10, 8.
All right, well, excellent. Appreciate that, Mark, very much. And Bella, who's going to go first for Andy?
Well, let's go with Angela.
Okay, and I'm doing who, Andy?
You said go first for Andy, but Mark, did you mean?
I'm sorry, I meant Josh. First for Josh, yes.
Okay.
All right, perfect. So for Josh, I thought he was very open and welcoming. for sure. He has like one of those personalities that you immediately trust, if that makes any sense. And as far as things that could potentially be improved upon or something like that, just a little bit more, I guess, confidence in the position that the other person was taking. Like, so Bella's story, just kind of a little bit more supportive, a little bit more confident in his ability to help her, which I know he can. So.
And your score for Joshua is?
What are we doing? 1 through 10?
Oh, did we do a score for Andy? I might have forgotten that.
8.
No, we didn't.
Oh, he did. Yeah, Mark. Okay, yeah. For Joshua, on a score of 1 to 10, what would be your score for Joshua?
7.5.
7. Beautiful.
All right, Sergio, what do you have for Andy, please?
I thought I was getting to pick.
Oh, you pick. I'm sorry.
Because I was saving Sergio for last. Because I was
see, Angela, she's just like that Grossman person.
I'm telling you, like, they are related. It is so weird.
Okay, so Zeus, your feedback for Andy. John, I'm just trying to conserve your energy here.
Thank you.
Yes. You want to unmute because we'll hear you so much better if you're unmuted.
I did. Okay, I'm
There
sorry.
you
I hit it twice. Yeah. So my feedback for Andy, he was very open. Kind of, he was welcoming to the whole scenario with you. Same thing. He was a little bit vague in how he could help and in the offers that he was trying to give out and kind of deliver. Being a little bit more detailed in the services and being a little bit more detailed in himself and what he has. So same, I'll give it a 7.
A 7. Awesome. And last but not least, Mr. Sergio, your feedback for Joshua.
Wow, what an introduction. Thank you. Joshua, so I've been in this situation, and I think what someone would look for in a personal injury lawyer is sincerity, integrity, confidence. So I like that you seem earnest. I felt that. I felt that you were relaxed, like you've been here enough times that there's that confidence that I liked. And optimization, I would say, why you over like thousands of other personal injury lawyers, because you said it initially in the call that you have to overcome the stigma of the ambulance chasing thing. So you're already aware of that. So I would want to know why you. So maybe start with a personal story of identifying your why and why you feel that you're the right person to take on this case. If I were in Bella's shoes, that's what I would want to feel from you. Thank you.
Beautiful feedback, Sergio. And what's your score for Joshua?
7.5.
Sergio, thank you for that. Bella Rita, despite the fact that life-threatening situations may have just passed, I have a feeling that you still want to put me on the hot seat.
I still want to put your ass on the hot sheet. You are alive. You are well. The doctors all say it's a miracle that you didn't die and that you're going to be healthy and live for I don't know, maybe 100 more years. So that means I have at least, I'm going to go with, if there's 365 days, I'm going to say I have at least another, 1,000 or 2 times to put your ass in the hot seat. So are you ready?
I am ready. Who's put me on the hot seat?
Ooh, I think Angela should get to put you on the hot seat. So Angela, because we're gonna female power here since we're the only 2 women here. So what this looks like is this is the moment in the show because Andy was in the hot seat, Joshua was in the hot seat. So you get to choose. See, Sean's already hiding. He's covering his camera because he's already scared. This is what it looks like. So you get to choose any scenario that you want, as long as it's integrous. So not selling swampland in the middle of New York City. But you can set up any scenario that Sean has to go from hello to yes with anyone here on any scenario. So does anything come to mind, Angela?
Including me or not me?
Including you, yes.
Okay. Yes, I have a thing, I think.
All right, let's do it.
All right. So
let's turn up the heat.
So Sean, thank you so much for calling me and presenting me with this amazing opportunity. You know, it's funny because I've been, you know, just really looking for that perfect fit, you know, the kind of best use of all of my talents. And I'm just, you know, it sounds like this may finally be the call that I've been waiting for. So I'm curious to know, you know, what, you know, if you can give me any more details or, you know, provide me with any more information about, you know, what this amazing opportunity is.
Sure. And Angela, just out of role for a second. So what would you like me to be going from hello to yes with you about? You get to
convince me to leave the practice of law and do something else.
Ooh, okay. So let's drop it. So Angela, thank you, you know, for this incredible, fun, and magical moment. I know we only have 3 minutes, so let's drop in. What is it like? How is life? How's the practice of law? Like, what's it all about for you?
I love it, and I'm good at it, and I have a very protective nature about me. My clients feel that, you know, and I just really get a lot of joy and pleasure out of it. But at the same time, I feel like I could be doing so much more.
And what's the so much more, Angela, that you'd like to be doing for people?
I have, you know, a sense of who people are, what they want, what they need. Like I can read them really well. I can see things other people don't see, like details. I'm not talking about psychic stuff. I'm talking about observing human behavior, like detail. Yeah. And, you know, I'm able to like look forward and see the way things are going to move in a way that I just don't necessarily know is best utilized given what I do.
Awesome. And so, you know, if you could have it all your way and you took this beautiful gift, which includes a love for people, like that's screaming loudly, and you had the privilege of knowing that your last day on earth, what would it be that you want to be reflecting back upon as you lay there in that bed?
Not worrying about paying bills. No.
Oh, very cool.
No, I mean, I want to make sure my children are set and don't have to worry. I want to, you know, help people that I know that need it, that can't help themselves.
Yeah. So Angela, thank you for that. I'm hearing just such a beautiful heart, such integrity and skill. Like I hear the depth of your listening and the sharpness of your clarity is apparent. So would it be okay in our final moment or so if I shared a couple of things to see if it would make sense continuing the conversation?
Absolutely.
Okay. So miraculously, I felt a lot like you did. In 1997, I graduated from law school. My blindness had cost me the ability to want to play professional sports. My pending blindness in the process of going blind. And I thought I had won the game of life after losing my baseball career because I got my dream job at a law firm. But very quickly I realized that there is a great distinction between making an income, building financial abundance, having the time freedom that you want in your life, and truly living on purpose. Like all those are sort of an interesting mixture. So I said, listen, I'm either going to be broke and do what I love, which I thought was going to be coaching kids in baseball and football until I go blind and I'll have no money, or I got to figure out how to do all this together. So I said, I'm going to experiment with building a law firm and selling it in a 4-year period. I'd never heard of somebody doing that. I'm going to go do it. And lo and behold, I assimilated tons of information. I built a 40-person law firm in a little over 2 years and sold it 2 years after that. And I said, I'm going to go teach people how to have the money, the time, and the magic they want in their life. And that's been my life's work. I built a second law firm when I realized, you know what, I can be a business owner, not operator, as Michael Gerber talked about in E-Myth, because most importantly, this is not about money. This is about the fact that people struggle in a capitalist structure with their time to earn money. And all of that, once we realize that the person who generates the business has the greatest amount of freedom. Now, freedom can be squandered, can be used on lower vibrational activity, can be used hedonistically, significance, pridefully, or it could be used in massive love, connection, and contribution. That's for the individual to decide. The mechanism of how to get there and how to feel proud and loving and powerful and amazing and humble and a higher level of connection with your higher power, all of it, there's a science to that. And I'm very confident in that. And so if any of that resonates with you, and it might, I could see continuing this conversation because maybe, just maybe, you want to deliver that magic to human beings also as you grow your own financial abundance. So I'll pause there and just see if there's any resonance. If not, cool. And if there is, let's continue the conversation. How you feeling?
There is. You're making me feel like an underachiever, Sean.
Well, no. Here's the key. You're definitely not an underachiever in any way, shape, or form. In fact, one can argue that the greatest achievement is living life squarely on purpose. And that might mean we make $80,000 a year, that we work 27 hours a week, and we're there at every single event that we want to be at. That's beautiful. Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, in the last week, I haven't slept 3 nights, and that's not okay with me.
Yeah, but I will share with you, Angela, that I am a business owner and an operator, and I own a 125 person law firm, and I work on it for less than 5 hours a month. And it's a privilege and a blessing, but it's a learned skill set. I went to Columbia undergrad, and I went to, obviously, graduate from law school, and my son's in marketing major at Maryland and has learned our material through and through and all the things that we do. And he says to me all the time, Dad, it's remarkable what we don't learn, in college about what it takes to create acceleration. So I pause there. And so how would you feel about continuing that chat?
Yep, definitely.
Awesome. Out of role, sort of. Angela, thank you for letting me. That's like probably only the second time anybody's ever asked me to step in like that way into something I actually do, so that you were easy on me today. Thank you for that gift. And
but hard on myself.
So how did I do? How did that feel for you?
I need it and I like it,
Awesome.
Somebody's got to do it. Somebody's got to.
Yeah, Angela, thank you. And Sergio, how did that feel for you?
Uplifting, inspirational, a lot of clarity there, because time is our most valuable commodity and asset, and where we spend our time is everything. So you're right. I mean, how often do we trade our time for low level kind of mundane things? It's just, focuses on the bigger picture. So it felt great. Thank you. Thanks for sharing that.
Thank you. Bella, how'd that feel for you?
Almost brings me to tears. I think that there is nothing better in the world that you do than aligning people to their dreams.
Thank you. And I will share this. I would normally just ask everybody how their experience was really quickly. I would feel weird if I didn't. I was lying one hospital bed away from where my grandmother Nani was lying in 2018 on the last day of her life, as I was contemplating whether my life would escape that day. Pascagoula Valley Hospital, Westwood, New Jersey. And on that day, when she said goodbye, and she knew it was her last day, and her last 15 minutes of coherence, very clear and coherent, she said that she lived her life the way that she wanted to, for family, for love. My grandmother never made more than $25,000 in a year. So let us not think this is about money. It's not about the ability to make more money, the work that we do. But as I laid there in that bed, and I've had the privilege of having financial freedom for a long time, I realized that I had, I might make a decision different here and there, but living life to its fullest on purpose and impacting as many lives as possible was an incredible way to live. And so I did face the end. And quite frankly, not everything is perfect yet. There's still a journey to go for me in this very interesting situation. Again, traumatically caused in a surfing moment. But I wish everybody the ability to lead a perfectly imperfect life, but where you give it everything you have. And lying there in that bed on Friday, I knew one thing: I have given it every effing thing that I have virtually every day in my life. Imperfectly, made plenty of mistakes, some things I'm not the most proud of, but I gave it my energy, my attention, my heart continuously. And I made a decision and I went at it full force. So thank you all for being here. And Sergio, brother, how was your time here today with us?
Sean, thank you. Thank you for your sincerity. We all have defaults, things that, we think are the right thing to say or that are appropriate to say. So it's a blessing that I'm here on this day after you experience that, and feeling your heart and you sharing that was just was very very thought provoking. So thank you.
Thank you, Sergio. And I know your wisdom and genius, and it has been received. And thank you for its presence.
Thank you.
Thank you. Zeus, thank you for being here, brother. Appreciate you very, very much on this Why Wednesday. How was your experience with us in the Real Raw?
Awesome. Really good. Inspirational, eye-opening. And, the same thing, it makes you, like I have a passion for what I do in my profession. And it is, kind of what drives us is to make good for our family, be able to provide and enjoy, wake up every day, like wanting to go to work and not making it seem like if it's a chore. I recently just had, actually oxymoron, I just had a rotator cuff surgery. So I'm kind of sitting on the other side of the shoes as a therapist, but I'm also not in clinic. So I have, three beautiful girls, 2 twins who are 4 months old. And I've kind of learned, in the last couple weeks, is like, step back and not be so involved in the clinic and the facility and everything that I'm doing in there, and enjoy the family, enjoy what it is, with what you have, and, still be able to, be part of my practice and do what I do and enjoy my practice, but at the same time, enjoy the outside world also. So,
awesome. Well, thank you. Thank you for sharing that in your heart. And I wish you a continuing recovery and stronger than ever before, in our thoughts and prayers.
Yeah.
And,
thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Mark, how was your time with us in the Real Raw? Again, thank you for your time and energy.
Well, thank everyone for inviting me, and I want to spend more time with everyone here on the panel, and I do intend to reach out. And yeah, this was great. I'd love to continue to participate. This was really, really wonderful experience. I really love what you said about living squarely on purpose. So many people get distracted by money, and that becomes a real stress for them instead of a joy. Yeah, what a wonderful group, great group. I'm glad I was here.
Appreciate you. Thank you. Angela, again, great scenario. Thank you for your full out participation. How was your time with us here today, Angela?
It was great. I mean, I feel the same way today that I felt when I answered the phone when Jason called. And sorry, I got like a little emotional, but I always just am a big believer that you get put in certain situations for a reason. And, not even necessarily that it's something spiritual, but just because of the path you make for yourself, and the opportunities that you're open to. So I get a great vibe from everybody in the group, and I'm really, really happy that I set aside some time for myself today.
Awesome. Appreciate you very, very much. Thank you so much. Andy, thanks for being here, brother. Fellow Tony Robbins worlder. How was your time with us, Andy?
You're on mute.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, it was definitely inspirational, Sean. I love being in this type of proximity where, it's not all about the money, and it's about, changing people's perspectives and having a different perspective, and truly having fulfillment from it. So I loved it. And I like competition. So you guys definitely got me fired up just a little bit. So looking forward to the next one, guys. Thank you.
More to come. Awesome job, Andy. Appreciate you. And Josh, thank you again, brother. You and Andy jumped in the deep end as participants. Thank you for that. And how was your time with us here today?
It was good. It was interesting. My coworker told me about this, and I didn't really know much at all about it and what it was really going to be like, but figured I'd give it a try. It's pretty cool. I like it.
Well, thank you. And it's the beginning of the beginning, the tip of the iceberg, because influence, knowing what to do with it, and our ability to get ourselves to use it is actually all that decides our money, our time, and our magic, for sure. So Josh, thank you for playing with us today.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Bella Verita, outstanding job as always. It was an honor and privilege to be back on the hot seat, in the saddle. And what's your final?
Yeah, I think, final is, because for me, it's been a couple weeks, with COVID, I haven't been here. And so, to be back and like Angela said, to be back into the energy and what this is really about is extraordinary. Because, I heard Tony Robbins once say
that there's no one that leads with more heart and more integrity than Sean Callagy. And if you're not paying attention to what he's doing, you want to be paying attention. And I kind of forgot the magic that is here. And so I think it was Mark that said, would love to see you guys again. So lucky for you guys, we're actually having an event in Miami in a few weeks. So I think everyone's going to have the opportunity to talk with Fernando. So definitely have that conversation, because there's a lot more opportunities for us to connect in the future. So definitely have that conversation with him.
Yeah. And guys, just, in final for me, I had the privilege of learning after being an Ivy League grad and going to law school and graduating with honors, and then feeling like an indentured servant working at a major law firm that didn't care at all about my personal, professional, and financial growth. They cared about my billing hours. Not everybody there, but the people I worked for did in that department. And I realized that there's a whole other way to create freedom in a capitalist structure. And it's not woo-woo, it's science. Just like hitting a baseball was, just like operating on somebody's artery is. Whatever it is, there's a science to how we do it, and we're just not taught it. So that's my life's work. It's our mission. It's been an honor and privilege to share just a little taste of what some of that fun might look like and what's going on in the world. Appreciate you enormously. And I think Angela may have said it. This is what we say every day. Our money, time, and magic, its acceleration, its expansion, its sharing is right there. But we're all blind.
And just learning to see. Bye-bye, everyone.
Great day. Thank you guys for being here. Great job.
Hi, everybody.
Thank you.